Ever wondered why the rich keep getting richer while the poor seem to struggle more and more? The truth lies in their spending habits. In this video, we'll uncover the secrets of what the wealthy avoid buying and why these choices keep their bank accounts growing. Especially in these challenging economic times, understanding these principles can make a huge difference in your financial health. Stick with us till the end, and don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to join our community of financially savvy viewers. Let's get started. Let's start this video by talking about luxury homes and luxury cars. One of the biggest lies told about the rich is that they buy ultra-expensive homes or luxury cars. Yes, on television, there are wealthy people who buy these products, but most do not. Most rich people prefer to simplify their lives and buy for convenience and quality. They purchase a home that is well located and of good quality, and the same goes for cars. Now, there is a big difference between the rich who inherited their money and got rich by luck, and the rich who made themselves wealthy. Those who work for their money know that you won't stay rich by spending money on things that don't make sense. And there's no point in having a 10-bedroom mansion that you won't even use. A passive asset, in other words, costs a lot of money just to maintain and doesn't generate income. Similarly, a Ferrari is truly one of the most unnecessary cars out there. Sports cars get attention because they have powerful engines, are designed to be fast, and use the best engineering materials. But what's the point of having a car of this caliber if all you're going to do is drive to work, pick up your kids from school, and go for a weekend drive? You can do the same with a simple, good quality car. The difference between these two cars is that a Ferrari will cost over $1 million and a few thousand in maintenance. Follow the example of the world's most successful investor, Warren Buffett. He lives in the same place, a simple house that you've seen for decades, and drives a modest car. Now, if you really want to drive a Ferrari and are rich, you rent it, and it'll be yours from time to time just for fun. Now, changing the subject, let's talk about what you consume every day. It's common to think that the rich always eat at luxurious restaurants and never cook. This is another big lie. Of course, very wealthy people have chefs, but just like in the previous point, what matters here is common sense. The rich know that the most valuable thing we have is our health. That's why millionaire families usually don't eat junk food or dine out all the time. The reason is that it's very, very easy to attract customers to restaurants, both fast food and in general, by putting a lot of salt, sugar, and fat in their food. These are the three most dangerous ingredients for our bodies. Therefore, although it might not seem like it, the rich are the #1 customers of famous supermarkets. Do you know why? Because in these places, you can find fresh and high-quality food at very good prices. These millionaire families then cook at home, ensuring they know what ingredients are in their food. Believe me, they don't crave junk food from McDonald's or Burger King and don't eat out all the time. Another thing the rich avoid like a plague is fashion and luxury brands. Again, you might think this is a lie, but believe me, luxury brands like Louis Vuitton, Gucci, and even watch brands like Rolex do a lot of marketing to target impulsive people. They create entire brands that represent money, status, and wealth just to tempt poor people to buy them. People believe in this. After all, Louis Vuitton bags are simple bags that serve the purpose of holding your things. A Rolex watch has always aimed to show the time, something your phone always does. And honestly, you probably look at your phone more than your watch. Well, these brands know that their best customers come from the general public and not the wealthy. They offer certain benefits and discounts to rich customers, which helps with marketing. Similarly, I want to talk about cheap fashion stores like H&M, Zara, and others. They try to make trendy clothes because they know that clothes are not worn for more than a year. The idea here is that you buy something and end up storing it in your closet. This is something the rich don't buy. People who become rich tend to be very practical and don't need to show anyone that they are wealthy by buying a brand or a model. They buy simpler but high quality and classic clothes that will be in style now and 10 years from now. Which brings me to the next point, buying unnecessary household items. Have you ever been to someone's house who doesn't have much money but is full of stuff? Typically, people with financial problems have homes filled with knickknacks, appliances, furniture, and things they never use, just collecting dust. Well, One of the reasons these people have economic issues is because they spend their money on unnecessary and impulsive purchases. Again, the theme you'll see in this video is that you need to simplify your life. The rich think like this. They don't go shopping just for the sake of shopping. They don't shop just because they got their paycheck. They shop when they need something. They don't wander around stores looking at pretty things and buying on impulse. The simpler your home, the better it is for your mind and your wallet. And one more thing, try to simplify another thing that isn't for the rich but for the poor: consumer loans. These loans should be illegal because they are weapons of mass destruction for your wallet. I know a lot of people who told me they are so proud of having a credit card or a $50,000 line of credit from the bank for consumer use. What these people don't realize is that these lines of credit or cards usually carry an annual interest rate of 20 to 40%. Imagine if you invested $1,000 with an annual return of 20%. In just 5 years, that $1,000 would be almost $2,500. In 10 years, it would be $6,200. And in 20 years, nearly $338,000. Now imagine the opposite. If you were paying 20% annual interest, it would deplete all your savings and everything would go towards paying interest. It's outrageous. Sure, you should buy something for yourself, travel, and do things that bring you pleasure, but only if you can afford it. Believe me, the worst thing you can do is go into debt for these things. I know it's very tempting to take on debt through advertising or hearing that having debt is normal, but that doesn't mean it's right and good for your finances. Did you know that the average American now owes around $6,000 in credit card debt? That's the average amount. Imagine if they pay 20% interest per year. That means, on average, each year they pay over $1,200 just in interest. And the last thing the rich don't buy is low-quality goods. As I said before, the key words here are to simplify your life and think critically. It's possible that the rich don't buy the cheapest things. After all, not all the rich are stingy, but what they don't buy are low-quality goods. The saying that cheap is expensive is true. It's better to buy something of good quality that costs a bit more and serves its purpose than to buy something cheap that isn't necessary or won't last long. And there you have it, folks. By adopting some of these smart spending habits, you too can start steering your financial future in the right direction. Simplifying your purchases, focusing on quality over quantity, and avoiding unnecessary debt are just a few strategies that can help you build and maintain wealth. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with friends and family who might benefit, and subscribe to our channel for more tips on living a financially healthy life. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.